Hey guys, in this video we're just looking at some customizations to Flojo. We've got a customer inquiry form here, and we want to add, at the moment we've got this activities, and if I click on activities and go down to it, you can see there's these options here. And what we want to add in is some option for multi-day tours as well. And so what we're going to do is turn this into single day stuff and then add a few fields on there for multi. So I'm going to start off by editing this page and going to the activities section, and I'm just going to rename this to tours and activities, and that's in the aspects. Now that field's called aspects, so just remember that. And so we've done that, and then once we jump down to this section, what we want to do is activities. We want to make this section here just for the single day activities. So I'm just going to go down and grab a heading and then put it above there. And I'm going to change it to a heading 3. I only want a small heading, so, and I'm just going to call that single day activities. And then what I want to do is I'm going to call this whole section now tours and activities. And under that, I want an option for them to select multi-day tours or single-day activities. So I'm going to drop in a checklist, a tick list, sorry. So that's this one here. And I'll put that there. And this is just going to have two options. One is multi-day tours, and the other is single day activities. And I'm going to call that tour types. And that's, the name is important because that's going to be used to filter some of this stuff below. So all of these ones are going to be visible when, let's just go into the visibility, and that's just going to say when tour types contains single day activities. Okay, and previously this stuff here was always visible when you selected activities, but now we're just going to make it relevant to single day activities. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the visibility rule there and copy it, and I'm just going to go into each of these and get rid of, first of all, get rid of the old one and then paste the new one, and just going to allow that. So I'm going to do that for each of these. Remove, paste, remove, paste, and last one. Paste. So that's going to be for the single day stuff. And then we want to insert some multi-day activity information. So first of all, a heading for that. I'm just going to go back to the heading section, drop that here, call that multi-day tours, and I'll make it heading 3. And then in there, I want to have a whether they've got a preferred tour company. So I'm just going to go to the tick list again and say do you have a preferred tour company? and I'm just going to give that a more meaningful name. So let's call it Preferred Tour Company. And so the options here are going to be no, they don't, or yes, they do. And if so, I've used them previously, and even I have a tour in mind. And and then we've got a another one for the type of tour. So if we've got another tick list, and that's going to be called type of tour. And in here, we're going to have some options that's going to be sightseeing and coaching, active touring. Let's make it capitals. Food tour, traveling with like-minded people, and other. So that's your tour types. Actually, I want a group size as well, so I'll do a tick list with a, let's put it in between here, preferred group size, and that can be small and small. You can specify what you want, but let's say under 16 people, larger, or don't mind. There's our group size. And then the last thing is, because it's multi-day, we want the bedding types. So we've got, let's go down here and say bedding preferences. And yeah, that's fine. And let's say double, one bed, or could be twin, two beds. Okay, now having all that in place, these ones here are relevant when the preferred tour company is no. If they've got a tour in mind, then they probably don't need to specify these. So let's go in here and say that one's visible when preferred tour company contains no, and let's copy that one and use the same for this one and for this one. Okay, and so let's just check the visibility of that one. That's only going to be, in fact, let's start with the heading. The heading is going to be visible when the, tour types contains multi-day, and that will be the same for, so let's copy that one and make it the same for this one. Okay, I think that will get us going. Oh, actually, we want to have uh, details for the multi-day. So let's say there's a text area which can go in here, and I'm just going to call that please provide details, and I'll just call that details for the multi-tour, and that's going to be visible, same as here. So when tour types contains, so I'll copy that and make that visible when tour types contains multi. I'm just going to hit preview and test this out. So the first thing we want to do is go to this one here, and actually, because we renamed that, we want to go down and make sure that no, that's, I think that's showing right. If I turn that off, let's just try it. Tours and activities. No, we've got to put a filter on that one too. So let's go design, and so just when it gets to that tours and activities section, these two need to be changed to tours and activities because we renamed it. So save that, and I'll copy that and paste it for this one. I think that should be right now. So going back to preview, we select our tours and activities, come down to tours and activities, and if we say single day activities, it shows us those ones. If we say multi-day tours, then it asks, do you have a preferred? If they say yes, they can put details, and I've used them previously, but if they say no, then it will ask more information so that you can choose a tour for them or recommend a tour for them. So yeah, that seems to be behaving, and they can say both actually. They can say single and multi, and I'll get both options to fill that in. So that's an overview of how you do some customizations in terms of hiding and showing things in FlowJo. Thank you.